Libra, hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayleigh. Pleasure to be with you today. I am here for late December into January reading. I'm recording this on the 20th. There will be a magical conjunction tonight / into tomorrow. Jupiter and Saturn. And yes, I'm stoked. So, I'll be doing a 9-card box spread. If I need any clarification, I'll be pulling from the Illuminated Tarot for that. The majority of the reading will be done with the Druidcraft Tarot. And at the end, I'll be pulling one of my runes from my new set of leather runes that I made myself. They round out the message really nicely. So yes, before I get into it, I actually just want to relight my sage and say a little prayer. So, God, Source, Spirit, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for rising me up out of my bed today. Thank you for bringing Libra here. There we go. Thank you for Sage. Please allow me to speak clearly and concisely so Libra gains the most value from this reading. Please allow Libra to hear what they need to hear from my message. And please allow only positive influences into this reading and deny any and all negative influences or forces from this space. Thank you. Amen. So mote it be. Not really intend for those to go flying there. Interesting. If they come back out, that'd be pretty cool. Jesus. Libra, what's going on? Okay. So the Two of Cups just came out. Nice. Okay, Fool's on the bottom. Boom. Wonderful. That is an excellent energy to start off with, so that's pretty sweet. Fool being on the bottom really indicates right now that Libra, you're at the beginning / the ending of a very important journey or a very important phase in your life, and you're being asked to leap forward. Holy crap. Okay. Whew. Alright, Libra. Damn. Okay, so I'm going to go through these horizontally and then vertically. Slice them and dice them. It's funny because you're an air sign. Okay. So, top row, this typically is like what's happening in the ether, what's happening around us in our psyche, conscious or unconscious. Middle row is typically like what's happening in our heart or in the present 3D reality. Bottom row could also be physical manifestation or obstacles, things that you need to move through, that type of thing. Damn. Okay, so top row, we have Kernos. This is the devil, basically. Number 15. The difference between this and the devil, other than the obvious name difference, is that this is talking about the need to awaken to our responsibilities. Number 15 is the major arcana card for Capricorn. We just went through a pretty hardcore pretty hardcore. Well, we're heading into Capricorn, first of all. Secondly, we just had Jupiter and Saturn move out of Capricorn. But anyway, the Devil and Kronos, this is about, like, okay, these two figures here, this is the priest and the priestess. These are the same figures that are on the Lover's card. And here you see them sleeping blissfully. Completely unaware that there is some very serious powers around them. Now, you can see it as negative forces, you can see it as positive forces, or you can see the reality that there is both. This points to a need to take responsibility for your sexual powers, your vital energies, basically, your force in the world. Okay, and then I can never pronounce this correctly. I need to consult somebody that's Irish, but this is Temperance. The Feralt. Sorry if you're Irish, I apologize. But anyway, this is Temperance. This is alchemy. This is the goddess Bridget. She's a fire goddess, by the way. This is another indication. Actually, that's interesting. 15 and 16. Interesting. So this is Sagittarius. It's interesting that it goes Capricorn, then Sagittarius. Oh, because it's 14, not 16. Sorry. Anyway, this is the goddess Bridget. This is Temperance. This is taking two seemingly opposing elements, light and dark. The husky's outside of my door and really wants in right now. That is hilarious. So this is taking light and dark. This is taking two opposites, masculine and feminine, which is another theme that this card deals with, and combining them to create something stronger. Okay, and then you have Justice, which is your card, Libra. Wow. So again, another indication of balancing opposites. Wow, Libra, you're going through some really intense transformation. So you're being asked here to allow things to flow out of you. That's one of the messages of Temperance, to allow the art to happen, the synthesis between left and right brain, to take responsibility for the powers that you know you have, whether you're unconscious of them or not. You still need to take responsibility for them. And then Justice, this is about striking that balance. All three major arcana in the top row. This is the first reading where I've had that happen, for this month anyway. It's pretty powerful. Okay, then we've got our middle row. Okay, we've got the Princess of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Swords reverse. So the Princess of Swords, this is who ascends to the throne as the Queen of Swords. She's actually holding the same sword as Justice, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah. So the princesses doesn't necessarily denote a person. I feel like the princesses typically actually denote the beginning physical manifestation of that element. So whether that is actually being beside the Two of Cups, this tells me that you're probably communicating with somebody. And again, the two, it's the masculine and the feminine on there, right? That could be two people, or it could be a communication between your two aspects of self, masculine and feminine. Very interesting. But anyway, the Princess of Swords could be electronic communication. It could be something as simple and as mundane as that. Or it could be like growing awareness of a truth that you have, or something along those lines. The Nine of Swords is typically like some severe anxiety and something's keeping you up at night. Being that it's reversed, could be that that is coming to an end. And then underneath that, we have the Five of Cups reversed, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. So 2 5s there on either side. So the Five of Cups denotes some loss, some grief, some kind of disappointment, you know, and it's important to move through these feelings in order to recognize that there is still something or two somethings around you that still hold a lot of value and you can appreciate. It being reversed tells me that you are successfully moving through that. Then the Three of Swords, this isn't always heartbreak. I want to be very clear about that. This is the middle decan of Libra, and it's actually ruled by Saturn. Saturn in Libra is a... Can you hear that? She's playing with her dad. That's really cute. Okay. So, Saturn in Libra, yes. If things have been unjust up until now, there will be a dissolving of that relationship or that partnership. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Libra is all about business partnerships too. So, when Saturn enters your 7th house, or Libra, you definitely go through a lot of tests. You go through some tests. You go through some pretty serious crap. And if, like I was saying, if things haven't been just or equal up until that point, there will be a dissolving of it, but it's because Saturn is a rule follower. It is it's a noble energy. It's a right and just energy. So if a relationship does need to break up, and that is what this is signifying, it ultimately will be for the best. Because it's very important to stand in authenticity and honesty and integrity. That is what Saturn in Libra is all about. What was on the bottom again? Oh yeah, the Fool. Okay, and then the Five of Pentacles reversed. That's really interesting. Five of Pentacles is... It's so cute. Five of Pentacles. Excuse me. What's up with that? This is typically a feeling of lack in the material realm. But again, it's reversed, so I think you're moving past that in some way. Yeah, the other thing about Saturn transits is at the beginning of the transit, when Saturn enters a new sign, like it is right now, it's entering Aquarius. So when Saturn enters a sign, you go through a lot of tests, you go through a lot of situations, I would say, to sometimes loss occurs, and it's to make sure that what remains is really truly for you. And when Saturn is completing its transit, Saturn and Jupiter both do this. When they're completing a transit of a sign, especially because they move so slowly, once they get to the end of the sign, you get some rewards for that time period, those trials that you went through. So where I'm going with that is I kind of feel like that could be what's happening here. This is a really beautiful reading, Libra. Thank you so much. Seriously. I did a couple of tough ones. I don't know where that yawning's come from. Maybe you need more sleep. Maybe you need more rest. It's kind of interesting. Okay, so let's go through these vertically. So we have the devil, Kronos. Oh, I'm mispronouncing that. I need like a dial your own Gaelic speaker. So you have the devil, Princess of Swords, 5 of Cups reversed. It's so distracting, but I don't want to pause it because it's so cute. Okay. This is a past situation, by the way. So this tells me that you've awoken to some serious powers of yours. And it's kind of like you want to tell people about it. It's the Princess of Swords. Maybe even you're having some powerful communications, telepathically, psychically, or just, you know, text messages. And it's like you're able to see some of the benefits of some of the things that you've gone through, some of the losses that you've experienced. I mean, this is the only video where we've had like a giggling child right outside the door. In the middle row, this kind of represents like the present moment right now. Okay, you have temperance, art, alchemy at the top, literal magic, the 2 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. This could also indicate contracts. So not just a dissolution of contracts, but new contracts. Libra, are you getting married? Shit. That's really interesting. Cute. So you could be forging some new contracts, some new business deals, or, you know, signing a lease. If it were signing a lease, I think that I would see some more pentacles here, but the 2 of Cups plus the 3 of Swords, I feel, especially with temperance right above it, that's like forging a new bond. A strong, honest bond. Because remember, Saturn is a rule follower. That's cool. And then you have Justice. Next row over, this is kind of like the future role. You got Justice up top. Just want you to see this card again. She's gorgeous. There's an owl for wisdom, right? And a big old feather. That's not an owl feather. It's too big. It's too big for the owl. Interesting. Just noticed that. So there's like an element of guidance from the divine or from spirit guides or angels. That's kind of cool. So you got Justice. So if there's some things that have been going wrong, they will be righted. If you've been struggling with a decision, I believe that you will make the right decision, the just decision, the morally correct decision, you could say. And then the 9 of Swords reverse, that's definitely like you weren't sleeping up until now, and now you will be able to sleep at night. And then the 5 of Pentacles reverse. Underneath that, whatever losses you've gone through, I feel like you're moving through them. Could even be that there have been some losses and some anxieties that are being reversed as some kind of justice prevails. like a court decision reverses some things for you. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. And I'm just gonna bring it back to the bottom of the deck here, the Fool. This is definitely asking you to trust in spirit, to trust in the process, and allow what is happening to happen. Wow, that is a powerful reading, Libra. Freaking love it. Okay. This is my favorite part. This is the most scientific way to do this. Okay, ready? I'm actually going to take the one that dropped out of my hand before I threw them up there. You'll see why. So it landed on the Five of Pentacles, and it's Vunjo. This is the rune for happiness, for joy. It's number 8. Vunjo. Vunjo represents new or existing relationships that bring you joy. It's the promise that things turn around eventually for the better. It's the promise that there may be things that you go through, but you always have a support network. Or you should always have a support network to fall back on. And I feel like, I mean, there's only one card that has multiple, okay, there's 2 cards that have multiple people in it, but at the very center of this reading is the 2 of Cups. I feel like this shows a renewal of a connection for you. Monster coming. Oh. She plays this game where she goes, monster coming, and then they like chase each other around the house. It's the funniest shit ever. Oh my god. My heart is so full. Libra, what a beautiful reading. Thank you so freaking much. I needed that. I feel like I needed that. I want to show my sister now too, because she's a Libra sun. Okay. If you're looking for a personal reading, hit me up. My email address is down below. And yes, happy Yule, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. If you can see it, take some time to look at the conjunction. And yeah, peace out.